This is the NPC Podcast. This is episode 2. My name's Dan, and you are.
I'm Dan's buddy, but you can just call me Lily.
So, Lily, let's talk
Yes.
about, you know who. Call me Carson.
Call me Carson. Call me Carson.
We're a little. This will actually be quite late on the topic,
Yeah.
as you know, probably 2 months from when this is out. And we haven't gotten updates as of this recording from Carson himself.
For good reason, though. It's like obvious that he's taking a break from the situation. And right now, I feel like the topic is dying. Not completely dead, as it like it's a meme.
You think he just I don't know, closed up shop, doing something else with his life?
I mean, if
But,
he is, I think it isn't a bad thing because his Twitter is still up, so he hasn't deleted it. He hasn't given up.
but hasn't said anything. I don't know. What's
Perhaps
his
he's
plan?
planning on his return, his response.
Oh,
Maybe he'll be a part of the YouTube apology video compilation.
maybe, but
I feel like his situation is interesting though, because
oh,
there's this whole debate about the age and the age difference, and he's like technically still a teen at the time.
he was 19 at the time, going on 20 in I think a couple of months, and the girl in question was 17, I believe.
And it's so interesting because it's just 17 and 19. Had it been 18 and 17, meh. 19, 17, that's just like the year difference that makes it more of an iffy situation.
To me, it wasn't more of the age thing. It was more of the solicited pictures.
Yep.
Because even if he was 18 and she was 17, that's still most case around this country, I believe. I don't know how big it is, but I think it's illegal
Yeah.
because under law you can't solicit pics of minors
Underaged, yeah.
under age 17 and under, despite what age the other person is. Possession of minor
The
photo.
no pics.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't say anything. I didn't
It's
want to
just
get.
it's
No,
no
you didn't. I
pics.
didn't. You didn't want to. I didn't want the red dollar signs, but I forgot what it is.
No pics.
So that was the main issue I had. I wasn't more because there's some people that are like, oh, he's 19 dating a 17-year-old.
For me, like the whole before I had known about sharing the no pics, and it was just the talk about the age difference of 17 and 19, and that because of that 17 and 19 difference, they had called him a groomer. That's not being a groomer, and that was one issue I had with the whole cancel Carson thing. But
Can't.
it's not grooming. I don't think it's grooming.
Uh,
However, when you bring in the no pics into play, that's like actively because he know at that age he knows more than she did, right? 19 and 17. I feel like they both get like a good grasp of it, but being 19 a whole year as being an adult, well, in America, right? Because that's the legal age. Like you by that point you understand the responsibility. At least you should understand the responsibility. And even in his messages, he said that he knows that what he is doing is wrong. And I feel like at that point there is not an excuse of saying like, "Oh, they're just teens. They're just kids," cuz 19 is still a teen, right? But
mhm.
the moment he admits that he understands that what he is doing is wrong, I don't think there's like much room for salvation in that. I don't know how someone could recover well enough after reading a statement like that. And he says it multiple times too in his messages that he knows that what he is doing is wrong. And he continues. If he hadn't mentioned that in his messages, I feel like you could play off the excuse that he was just being a dumb teen. but he
I
was
mean,
not a dumb teen.
yeah, awareness of.
Teens do stupid stuff. I'm a teen. I do stupid stuff. I recently, well, not recently, like I had a issue with like friendship stuff, right? Being 18 now, I was 17 at the time. Actually, 16 and 17 around there. I had did a whoopsie. But 16 and 17, that's still dumb teenage, you know? And not everyone is gonna, mature at the same time. But I'm not so sure on like that girl's part of the story of the whole Call Me Carson situation. Um, but we know that by the messages that Carson understood what he was doing, that it was wrong, it was illegal. And knowing that it was wrong and just like adding more fuel to it by sending no pics, that's a tough one to explain. If he
Yeah.
were to come back with an apology, I hope he does not try to excuse what he did. To not excuse it, but just completely, how do you say, not humble? I guess humble? Humble? Would be the right word. To just admit completely that what you did was wrong, verbally. To not give excuses, but like, moral is to learn from his mistake.
Well, only time can tell on that situation, and just best of luck to all the parties involved, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else you want to talk about, Lily?
Oh, the year has just begun. We're barely reaching month 2 of 2020 part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or as you know, the government calls it 2021.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Let's
right,
not
what's
go.
some all right. What's a more happy topic?
We could talk about Wall Street corruption, and of
Like, yes, such a positive topic.
course, gotta always cheer up the crowds.
Look, being an 18-year-old little lady, I cannot say that I'm a professional stock market person, thingy trader,
Uh-huh.
whatever the term is called. I know nothing. All
Yeah,
I
I know
know
you
is
don't
that they
because
buy shares, trades, and make money or lose money. That's it.
buy more shares.
I've
uh,
been I've actually like surprisingly I've learned some new terminology thanks to the memes and
yeah.
like digging into the topic. But
I
it's so
well,
interesting. It's like it feels like a raid. What had happened? Well, that's at least how I
uh,
understand it.
hold up, Lily. We'll talk about raids later, but for now,
Uh
oh no. I guess I could go more into it and explain it to you. Mansplain it to you, Lily.
no. Well, that's not mansplaining if I admittedly know. Oh, I admitted I know nothing. It's
All
just
right.
explain.
So, uh, as you know, I think news and a lot of people have reported on this, but basically, there's this subreddit, that goes by Wall Street Bets. I think they're back on now, but there was a time it went privated on Reddit.
Makes
So,
sense. Makes sense.
uh, basically, they found out that just a pattern of people shorting stocks in the market or like companies, and they see a whole bunch of these, high Wall Street dudes just short stocking this little young company called GameStop.
Oh yes, little old GameStop.
And some of this information might not be as accurate as I hope it is, just because this just been going on like crazy for the past couple of weeks, and I might miss a few details here and there, but just bear with me. So what these hedge fund dudes were basically doing is a little thing called short selling. If you know what that is, and I can give you a definition if.
Not earning as much moolah? Question mark.
Okay, so short selling is they basically these accountant people, they find a trader who give them a margin account, and so they'll buy they'll buy that stock from them, or they'll put a position for the stock for them, and then the hedge fund dudes would pay that. They'll take the money, they have the stock, and they have a set of determined time when the marginers would come and ask for the share back, right? And then they'll sell them the share.
Uh-huh.
But usually,
And
when
profit.
they short the stock, is as a company goes down, they sell the share for that amount. It's a lower price than when they bought the stock,
And you lose moolah.
and so you would pay them less money than what they gave you for it, and you take that rest as profit.
Oh, they make less moolah. Okay, got it.
So the brokers, they'll get the share back, and the stock people will get the difference. And if the stock is lower, it's a pretty risky thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess some people say, well, there's like you can like see like patterns in the market and a whole bunch of stuff.
And they
And
can just
these
tell.
two, they've been doing these things for like years and years. But
They
it's high
can read
risk.
it like a book.
hmm So when these Reddit guys found out about that, they're like, all right, so let's let's piss off, I guess, a bunch of Wall Street people. And so what they did is they realized these people like shorting the stock. So what they did was they purposely bought the stock at increasing numbers, which grew the price of the stock shares or the individual stocks, even though it's not fairly accurate accession to how the GameStop market is doing itself. Because
Uh-huh.
GameStop is GameStop. It's like a brick and mortar kind of store. It might end up being the next whatever happened to Blockbuster.
Oh
But
no.
time they're like, we don't care. We're just gonna buy this off these dudes. And as the stock price goes up, these people they either have to take that loss or they have to buy shares to make up. They have to buy shares and then sell them to make up what they owe the brokers because their stocks are like they're like short stocks. So they buy it 1 week and then like 2 weeks later is when they sell it, and that's usually when the company's going down. But it's going increasingly up, like 200, 400%. So they have to buy these stocks as it's going up so they could sell so they can not lose as much money as what they're going to on these shares.
Uh-huh.
When if it was just like small shares, it'd be fairly fine. But when you get like companies like this big, there's like thousands and millions of dollars on the line.
And the
And so
business people got mad.
as that's going on, looking outside inwards, it's really confusing and weird because basically it's real chaotic what they're doing, the Reddit people.
Uh-huh.
I mean, but
It's
I mean, it
unheard
ends
of.
up working out.
It
Yeah.
really is unheard of.
hmm
Totally new.
And so as this working for the GameStop stock, they started doing this with other stocks, and I don't know what else, but there's a whole bunch like the theater companies and stuff like that. But now, as these people are losing money, they go down to Washington. They're like, "Hey, bro, we need some regulation on these things because something like this can't happen." It's kind of crazy because
Because it was
they've been
completely
shorting
legal.
stock. Yeah, yeah. It's unheard of, but I mean, it's not illegal what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Some say it's a little immoral what they're doing, but
Mm.
I don't know. For me, I could go either way with it, but I feel like mainly in I feel like mainly the Redditors have more they're on a more higher moral ground standing than the Wall Street guys.
It almost feels like a Robin Hood situation.
Speaking of Robin Hood,
But the difference is that it's just not stealing. It's totally legal.
yeah. Did you hear about Robin Hood, Lily?
Robin Hood. What happened to Robin
Okay,
Hood?
so this is related to the topic. So there's this app or this company, right, that lets people buy stocks without going through like brokers and all that. Because usually, well, I mean, people sometimes do it the old-fashioned way, where you have the people in you pay like some dude on Wall Street and he'll like buy shares for you and stuff.
Uh huh.
But this is an app, that lets the little guy buy stocks, and they don't have to they're not charged like fees as other people are just trying to buy shares in the market. So it's a easier way of like getting into stocks and stuff. But what Robinhood did is that they stopped people's ability to buy shares of stocks like GameStop and BlackBerry and stuff like that, which people were freaking out a little bit because like literally um, with them stopping the ability to buy stocks, it started going down again, and
Mhm.
that's better for the hedge people.
Yeah.
But literally, these people, they're not selling their stocks. But there's some saying that Robinhood themselves actually sold some of people's stocks from their accounts
Oh,
at the price that they bought them at, not at the increased price that it's
so no
going.
profit.
No profits on those. They just gave them the money back and took away the stocks, which has been real unheard of. And I think people have filed class action lawsuits on a company like Robinhood. And there's other apps that let you do that, but they've been the big head in all that in the news.
Goodness. Thanks, Reddit.
Oh man, 2021 must be weird. Weird.
Well, I mean, 2020 gave us freaking COVID-19, an unheard of type of coronavirus, and now 2021, hey, an unheard of stock market conundrum.
Yes.
At least one is, you know, not as unfortunate.
We've been stuck inside houses and stuff for almost coming a year now for some people. But speaking of being stuck inside, uh, Lily, what do you think of like the increase of like users for like apps like Netflix and Disney Plus since
Oh,
over the past year or so, and HBO and all that? Like streaming has gone up a lot percentage wise,
oh
streaming
yeah.
services,
Oh yeah.
and now like because of the circumstances, a lot of movies are getting released straight to digital on demand.
Mhm.
Like that Trolls movie last
Wait,
year.
Trolls World Tour?
Trolls, yeah, Trolls World Tour got
I
released last.
have not seen that movie yet, but surprisingly, I've heard that it's very good.
I haven't heard much about it. I know some of my friends seen it. But I do know it was like one of the first like movies to be premiered worldwide on video on demand,
Uh-huh.
which was unheard of because usually, they release movies like in the theaters and then like 6 months pass when they're gone from the theater is when they'll release it on digital. And then like a year afterwards, they'll like have Blu-rays and DVDs and all that.
Mhm.
But because of these circumstances, some movies got released straight to video, like Scooby Doo, the Scoob movie,
Right.
and
I also haven't watched that, but honestly, I don't plan.
oh, I'm just talking about the titles. We're not gonna go too deep into the
Yeah.
movies. Don't worry about that. But I do know, like, and I saw this one personally. Um, that Wonder Woman movie came out last month on the 25th. Oh wait, I forgot. This is releasing in February, so oh, and it is the first as of this recording. But
Uh-huh.
on the 25th, Christmas Day, 25th of December, Wonder Woman 1984 got released to selective theaters and HBO Max same day, which is the first time I believe like a title this big gets released digital and theater and cinemas at the same time period. This is unprecedented because like this kind of superhero movie, you would expect it be like a one day one, you know, people to buy tickets and go see because these cost like a lot of money to produce
Uh-huh.
high budget film. And I guess we'll see how it turns out. Like, I don't have the numbers exactly yet, but we'll see what happens with movies in the future as some theaters are coming back, but now people are starting to get more accustomed to getting the movies straight down to their phones and TVs and all that. What do you think about that?
You know what? I don't, with the whole situation going on with the pandemic, I don't think theaters should be opening up. But even so, even if they were up, streaming services are so convenient.
Hmm.
Because honestly, movies are expensive depending on the theaters you're going to.
Yeah.
If you're going to like those super fancy theaters with like the what is it like with the vibrating chairs when there's a rumble in the movie or an explosion, you
Uh,
got like the sound coming from like certain parts of the theater to be immersed. Like that's super nice, and you're paying for the experience on that, but like the feeling of it. There are some movies that like I would like to watch on a big screen. But if it's
mhm.
like, little family movies like Soul. I feel like Soul was that type of movie that I could just enjoy at home with the family. And it was such a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
But like Disney Plus like with Mulan, like, oh, I already paid for like the service on Disney Plus. I can watch everything. I want to watch the new Mulan movie. Oh, also have to pay for that. Interesting. Cause I'm not sure if you bought the Mulan movie, I don't even know if like you get to keep it.
No, no. See, what it was is that you had early access to watch the movie,
Yeah, that's what it
and
was.
then
Early access.
if you, I believe you cancel your Disney Plus account, you wouldn't be able to watch Mulan from your
Uh-huh.
phone.
So it's just you're just paying for early access. Interesting. I didn't watch the movie, and I could watch the movie now. I refuse to.
And you're saying Disney had movie theater DLC?
Uh,
Well, we do know that they own EA, so it wasn't that
mm,
unheard of.
but man, and you know what? Earlier you said that GameStop could be the new, like Blockbuster.
Hmm.
I honestly haven't thought of it that way because we're all buying games digitally now. And that's what I was thinking for like in storage, like the SD cards. You just, get an SD card. You want to buy a whole lot of games on your Switch and you need that room, SD cards. And I'm not sure how much storage the Switch has itself, but I was thinking if the Switch were to get an upgrade,
Hmm.
same way as like the 2DS was for the 3DS, I feel like maybe they could add more storage to it. But then again, SD cards.
Yeah.
You can just
Uh,
get more room by that.
I guess, but SD cards, the technology still isn't at a point where the cost isn't too greatly. Because, like, these terabyte cards, they're really expensive, like
Oh yeah.
half the price of some phones, even.
Mhm.
Do I want
That's a
two
lot of
terabytes
memory.
or do I want an iPhone? Like, that's basically what
It's
we're
a
having
lot
to
of
deal with.
Yeah, it's a lot of storage, a lot of memory. So I
Yeah.
guess maybe if the Switch were to have an upgrade, more storage would be nice.
I
I feel
don't
like
know.
there's not much to upgrade on the Switch. Like what could you upgrade on the Switch?
There's a ton of things you could
But
up.
you know what I want? And this doesn't even have to be an upgrade. I just want this to be an update to the current Switch. I want to customize my dang home screen. I don't want to see white and I don't want to see that dark gray. I want pink. I want like a nice, cute Pokemon background. Give it to me, Nintendo, please.
Luckily, not everybody needs to have the gamer girl switch.
Nah.
But
Don't
yeah,
even get
I
me
get what you
started
mean.
on that. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Imagine they release a gamer girl switch.
Hey,
Yeah.
have you seen the customizations people have been doing on their Switch and their docks? Oh my gosh, I need one.
Yeah.
If I had like the crafty hands, I so would. Time to get pink Joy-Cons.
But as I think about the Switch, Lily, the digital games are pretty convenient to get, but I'm also like worried about that because, as you know, the Wii Shop that
Oh,
went away,
oh,
and people face a grim reality that these servers they don't last forever, and if you
yeah.
don't have the game on your system and it's not physical,
Then you just
it
can't play.
just can't play. And if people don't play these games, then some of them just get lost to time
That's
because
so
they're
sad.
not properly archived
Updated to newer systems.
or archived and all that. Which is like which is one of the reasons why I like physical media. You know, being able to keep games
Hmm.
like as you remember the Scott Pilgrim game before it got released on
Oh yeah.
Switch
Uh-huh.
was pretty rare because it got taken down from all the game stores. And if you didn't have Scott Pilgrim physically, you couldn't play the game until recently. Thank goodness. But you know, it's just another reminder that these games they don't last forever, and these companies they close down their servers, and if we don't keep uh, good care of them, uh, some of these games that are beloved by many people could just disappear, be gone forever. There'd be nothing we could do about that.
Fat Princess is on that list for me. How
Okay,
I would love for that game to be on the Switch. But it's a sad truth.
yeah.
Unless, like on the super nice and rare occasions that fans come together and, GoFundMe page, go burr burr, and they bring their beloved games onto newer systems. But those are the rare happy moments.
Oh, Lily, want to know a little fact about when this video comes out?
Uh-huh.
So I have this video planned to release on the 20th of February, and tomorrow, I mean, not from when from when we're recording, but the day after this video gets uploaded will be the 35th anniversary of the Zelda series.
Oh, happy birthday, Zelda. That's the character you play as, right? Man, can
Chris.
you imagine if Zelda was a girl?
Oh my god. But yeah, 35th anniversary of Zelda, and it's also not the 21st of February, but I think 18th or something would be the anniversary of Pokemon.
Oh,
25th anniversary.
Pokemon. 25th for Pokemon, and you said 35th?
Yeah, 35
Or for Zelda. Wow. Two amazing games. Franchise.
franchises.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
Yes.
like for me, I was much more into Pokemon rather than Zelda, because Zelda spooked me as a child.
I see.
Man, the older Zelda mobs, the monsters, those spooked me. Those creeped me out.
But what do you think of like Zelda recently? I don't know if you played, but Breath of the Wild was a big thing.
Oh, oh, how much did I want to play Breath of the Wild? If I had gotten Breath of the Wild, I think that would have been, well, Okay, the other like originals Legend of Zelda game that doesn't work because I was a kid and I didn't even know what I was doing. But I feel
Mhm.
like Breath of the Wild would have been like my first actual um Zelda game. Smash Bros
Mm.
count, right? It'll be my
Uh,
second.
yeah. Oh, I don't know about that, but sure. We'll give you
But
participation points for that.
yeah, I got to play as Link. But I really
Oh, you
wanted
mean
to get Breath of the
Zelda, right?
Wild because of the whole idea of a free roam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's it's pretty big, and the roaming is pretty cool. I'm more into the story aspect of Breath of the Wild and the world building. But it's a great place. I'm looking forward to. I'm not sure if it'll come out this year, but it would be a great year for Breath of the Wild 2 to come out on the 35th anniversary of the Zelda franchise.
And you know
But
what? I wish there were a game. And you know, like Breath of the Wild, I don't think that can be multiplayer online at least. You
mm-hmm,
know, like I feel like it just for like a game that's free roaming and you have a lot more freedom
mm-hmm,
compared to like the past Zelda games. It'd be so nice for a game to be similar with that, like the whole free roaming and all like the little details it has, like Epona, or like it's not even Epona. It's you choose whatever horse you want, right?
yeah, you can.
And you can even buy like a little house and things like that. Man, it'd be like I was about to compare it to Minecraft,
Oh,
but I'm like, yeah, multiple people and you can do whatever you want. Oh wait, Minecraft. Minecraft but like with the Breath of the Wild graphics.
uh,
I don't know. Zelda to me multiplayer it feels off
I don't know
cuz
if
it's always
they'll.
been single player. You're always Link.
So I don't know if they'll be able to do something like because that's a real drastic change if they want to do something like that. But I'm hoping we'll get like some remakes of beloved Zelda games that aren't on the Switch. I know this is a bit old, but I know it's already on the Wii U. But another re-release of Twilight Princess would be cool. I really enjoy that game. Maybe some of the older games re-released on the Switch, reworked, and I guess in HD would be cool. Or just like a Zelda collection.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing new or more of the creepy mobs and monsters like in the old games.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still some, right? I'm not too into the Zelda fandom.
No, it's okay. It's a pretty well. I think it started off pretty niche, but now it's getting pretty big, especially after Breath of the Wild.
Mhm.
That really brought Zelda to the mainstream. But it's a great series. I recommend a lot of the games, but just play how you want. It's just whatever.
Mhm.
You know, let's not forget, it's not just Zelda that's getting the spotlight this year.
Yeah.
Pokemon, they got their 25 years of Pokemon.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like,
love Pokemon way more. I have more history with Pokemon than Zelda.
hold up, Lily. Let's not get the Zelda stands to rise up on.
Oh no. It's
Like,
not even the game's fault. Like the game, I'm sure like the OGs were amazing, right? But I'm just a little scaredy cat.
Lily's a little how
The no
but
word.
yeah. Uh, but Lily, what do you think? I have some ideas, but what do you think the Pokemon company's gonna do this year?
Oh, I think they're gonna finally evolve Pikachu and Raichu will be their new mascot.
Oh boy, looks like new host co-host for that cringe. But I don't know. I know that pretty soon, and it might already be out when this comes out. I don't remember the official release date, but Pokemon Snap or
Oh yeah!
uh,
I'm actually so excited for that.
hmm
As
hmm
a photographer, well, as an as well, photography as a hobby and as a fan of Pokemon, that sounds so fun.
But I feel like maybe this month they might give us a little sneak peeks of new Pokemon games. Because it's usually a yearly release series, and
Mhm.
there's been I think a 2 year gap because of the DLC with Sword and
Yeah.
Shield. But usually, what happens after a generation comes out, we get remakes, Lily.
And we're still
Hasn't
waiting
been,
on that one remake.
yeah, so it might happen. You know, Pokemon Black 3 and White 3.
Nah, no. We want Diamond and Pearl, sir.
Pokemon Let's Go Dialga and Let's Go Palkia.
Ah, Pokemon Pearl was like my first. Well, it was the first Pokemon game that I chose. Because the first one, which was Pokemon Red, it was just like, here, you can play this. I'm like, oh, cool. But Pokemon Pearl was like, I chose it. And you know why? Because I saw pink. And I'm like, oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's the game.
but yeah, maybe we'll get a little Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. But oof, I really hope so. But at the same time, it's been years, and uh, you're only so hyped for a game to come out before you start dying on the inside every
Yeah.
year when it does.
Hey, man, but the Sinnoh region deserves it. The Sinnoh region had, I think, I'm not sure. It was the first generation where you get to do like beauty contests with your Pokemon. I think that's where it was introduced.
I mean, they had contests in
But like
uh
but like
in
beauty contests and like performance. Cause I remember like, in the anime, Dawn, that was like her whole thing.
yeah. But you gotta remember they had contests in Ruby and Sapphire,
Was it the
but
same? Or
they
like
expand
similar?
upon it. They
Or they
added some new features in Diamond and Pearl, but it did start with or fire. God dang it, Ruby and Sapphire, Ruby and Sapphire. Jeez,
Yeah, well, the Pokemon in Sinnoh too. Oh my goodness, I love the designs.
you're really good.
Cause we got Empoleon, we got we're gonna ignore the Chimchar evolution. Fire
Whoa,
Monkey.
I don't know about that. Jeez.
Nah, cause it's the whole, oh, the fire type ends up standing.
All right, Lily, but return the monkey.
No.
Wow,
How many fire Pokemon are freaking standing? When did that start?
it's been
Has it always? Yeah, what the heck? Freaking Charizard. Um. Shoot, I forget the Hoenn.
oh boy, this is where you find
No,
out
fake
Lily's a
fan.
fake
I'm
fan.
sorry.
We got Charizard, we got Typhlosion from
There you go,
Johto,
Typhlosion.
we got Blaziken from Hoenn region, we got
Yeah,
Infernape from Sinnoh, and then onwards, uh, Embo,
Emboar.
Embor, Delphox,
Yeah.
Incineroar, and I believe
Now
Scorbunny
Soccer
is the
Bunny.
last one.
Yep.
He's really cute. I like him. In fact,
I,
he's my partner Pokemon in Shield when I started Gen 8.
oh, mine was Sobble. I related to him.
I relate with Sobble, man.
Yeah,
But
but I would love to see a Sinnoh remake.
speaking
There's
of
so many cute Pokemon, like Apom. Apom is adorable. It's always smiling.
Pokemon and Sinnoh, let's talk about youngster Lily. How would she think of the Pokemon series?
Oh, oh, all right. My first ever. The person who introduced me to Pokemon was my brother.
Gotcha.
He had a Game Boy Color, which I still have, and he had Pokemon Red.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget, but like I was just in the living room being bored
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know what internet was at the time. And he was like, "Hey, you want to play Pokemon?" And I knew Pokemon was popular. Like I knew of like Pikachu and that, but I didn't really know what it was. All I know is that oh, Pokemon is popular because people talk about it. I'm like, "Yeah, I want to play Pokemon." So he's like, "Here." And he starts like, and you know what? He didn't even explain it. All he did was like he deleted his saved file and gave it to me. And I was like, "There you go, play." And so I knew nothing of the mechanics. And my first Pokemon was Squirtle.
Oh, how old were you when this was going on?
I was very young. I was like I want to I feel like 4 might be a bit too young. 5.
5 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I was like 5 years old. And my first Pokemon was Squirtle.
Mm.
And I never finished the game and I still haven't. I can totally finish it now if I wanted to. But
Oh.
I've never finished the game because whenever I got to Misty's town, there's like this path that just does not let you go back to it. It does not, or maybe it does, and there's a bush. But the thing is, I didn't know about
Cut.
cut. Yeah, I didn't know about that. So maybe there's a way to go back, but I'm not sure. But point is, the moment I would jump down from one section to the bottom, from
Mm-hmm.
there on, I cannot go back. And so I would beat Misty, right?
Yeah.
And she would give me cut, but I didn't know I'm supposed to teach my Pokemon cut and to cut a bush. And I remember every time I saw a bush and like you press A and it says like maybe a Pokemon can cut this. And I'm like, okay, but how do I make it cut it? I just never got it. I never understood. So what would I do? I would just reset the whole game. Do the same thing over. The moment I beat Misty, oh, time to restart because I don't know what to do after that. And I never even asked my brother for help either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was always, yeah, Misty, beat her. All right, awesome. Let's do it again. And you know what? Even if I could restart, I always pick Squirtle. I never picked Bulbasaur, and I never picked Charmander. It was always Squirtle.
Yeah. I've gone back through most of the games now, and I'm not finished with them, but pretty much every game I've played once. Right now I'm trying to get through Black and White. 'Cause I remember playing Black a little bit when it came out, but I never owned the game, so I only played when I borrowed like my friend's DS. That's what we used to do back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Like swap games and played each other's games for a while,
Mhm.
things that kids did in the playground back in the
I
good
never
old
got to
days.
play. I never got to play Black and White.
I ended up buying them because, like, well, I never officially beat this game, and now I own pretty much every Pokemon game. But they were
Man,
really
true
expensive.
fan.
Yeah. Oh, true fans know there's only 151 Pokemon.
Only 151. And now
Yeah,
there's like what?
there's 800, I think,
I was gonna
nine,
say 700 plus, but yeah.
819. I don't think we're in a next gen, but probably Gen 10. Gen 10 would probably reach 1,000, and that would be
Man,
real
oh,
cool.
I want to see what Pokemon will get 1000.
But I don't know, maybe because that's almost 200 Pokemon to go through, and not every game has 100 or so
Yeah,
Pokemon. I
freaking
remember
X and Y. How
I
many
got like
did?
70 or something like that.
Mhm.
So meter Gen 10 or Gen 11. Jeez, we're on 8 right now. I'm thinking 3 generations forward, like we're gonna reach 1,000 Pokemon.
And honestly, I always get excited for the designs. Despite, like so much hate about like, oh, the designs are trash. It's just this, but with a face. And then you look back on Gen 1, Electrode, it's a Pokeball. I would love to see more Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, Mega Evolution's pretty cool, and I really enjoy. Want to see like how new ones would turn out, but I'm also like, I know that sometimes the Pokemon Company would add a new feature to a game, and then they'll slowly stop using it.
Like Z Move.
Uh, yeah, Z moves, the Poketch, the little things you got to like feed Pokemon Poffins, and they slowly died that out. That's another thing. And now we got the camping and the curries.
I actually really like the cooking part, even though I haven't completed the whole menu. I like those little what would you call it? Not side quests, but like little side tasks that you could do. What was it? Poke Island? That was oh, Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The archipelago, I think Pokeball.
Yeah,
And I really
I
like
like
that.
that. I like the berry mini games where you had to like punch berries or like,
You know,
click them in the bottom
I
screen.
actually spend more time through all those mini games than
Than the
whatever
actual
else.
game.
Yeah, than the actual game.
Yep. And honestly, I can't even remember why I did it. I think I just found it fun because I
Uh,
can't remember like the actual purpose of collecting all those berries. It was just to make more like those little like macaron looking things.
I know another thing that Nintendo is releasing this year, because they got a deadline. They
Uh-huh.
have three more characters in the Smash DLC.
Ooh, Waluigi, please.
Wow,
I at least want Waluigi as the last character.
that's a
That
lot.
would be so amazing.
Uh, um, it's crazy. Like, there's three spots, but like, I don't really know what they would add, even though there's like three choices at least. It's
Like
kind of
like we got
we
I
got
feel like I
Sephiroth.
feel like a Sephiroth is like okay, sword character. But Steve, oh my goodness. I feel like Steve was kind of a game changer on the characters that could be on Smash. Like Blockman, and it's like the animation cuz he's so different from the other characters. But they were so creative on creating his play style.
I feel like Sakurai himself, Sakurai and the team, like they al- they always one up themselves in like surprises for the DLC lately, especially.
I honestly have no guesses
We don't
for
know
what
what they.
DLCs they can add, but
Hmm.
I just have one huge hope, and that's Waluigi.
I just hope that what we get is as hype and as great as all the previous characters.
Oh yeah.
That's all I can wish
If,
for.
if we get if we get more sword characters, but we'll see. Either way, I'm sure some people will fawn over the new arrivals.
Is there any other games you want to talk about, Lily?
Speaking of people fawning over characters,
Oh my.
oh
Oh,
my indeed. What's her name? I what? How do you pronounce her name?
I thought it was Lady Dimitri or something.
Dimitri. I feel like there's like one last
Demetrius.
syllable at the end, huh?
Let me look this up real quick. Lady Demetrius.
Demetrius. Man, I've been looking at the art.
And we're talking about Resident Evil 8 Village, I think is what it's called.
The
No,
game that she's
yeah,
in.
it's Mommy Milky's.
Yeah, man. Uh, it's it's so nice to see a community of artists coming together. But ooh, so she's been getting so much love.
Oh yeah, and she's like really tall too.
She's huge.
She's huge, and not just in her height.
Ah, haha. Yeah, she's got huge claws. She's got big meaty claws. That's what you're referring to, right, Dan?
Yeah, and her huge,
Hat. Her hat is also
voluptuous
huge. Her hat is
hat. Yeah,
also
yeah.
huge.
Her voluptuous personality, Lily.
Oh yeah, and that huge smile.
Huge smile. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a very nice looking lady. What is she? She's a vampire, right?
It seems so.
Yeah,
Everyone's
tall vampire lady.
oh, oh man, I see like some like comments that are like Stephanie Mommy.
Uh,
I'm like, oh my.
I mean, I feel like she's she's probably turning on the light on some candles on certain fetishes.
Yes.
Like tall, check. Mommy milkers, also check. And then you got, the
Hmm.
masochisms with those long claws. People have been calling her a gilf even. Some people draw her young, others draw her more mature looking. And I honestly don't even know her age. These arts confuse me. I mean,
Quite
she's a
old.
vampire, so.
I don't know how, but Capcom really did something with this game.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know much about it, but jeez.
Hey
The
man, she was just
oh,
enough. She was enough to spark interest.
yeah, like this what happens with the Mega Man funds. They well
Man.
spent, I guess. But let's hope the game is as great as the response to character reveal.
Mhm. Man, I really, really like her. I might just draw her. Cause I've been loving to see the interpretations that people have for her, like
Hmm.
with different art styles. It is so nice.
So crazy because Resident Evil franchise. It's not it's pretty spoopy, Lily. So I'm surprised. Hey, but the heart uh does what it wants.
But yeah, I wonder. And what is she supposed to be, by the way? I'm not so familiar with Resident Evil itself, but is she just like a side boss, or is she gonna be like a good part of the story?
Um, well, as the game's not released yet, who's to say? But she looks like at least a mid-level boss at least.
Mm.
But who knows? We'll see when Resident Evil 8 comes out. I'll let you know.
And even still, people are gonna be like, I need more,
More, more.
more. And she is cute though.
Now all of Twitter knows you.
Oh no, no, not the word. Like a red, red rose, very thorny. Yeah, we can say thorny, right?
We can say the full word. I don't know why you stopping
Nah,
me,
nah,
Lily.
nah, nah, nah. I'm saying th, the
You're a teenage.
only way to say it.
Hold,
Thorny.
hold the tea, Lily. Hold the tea.
Now hold the T.
Let's not spill the tea. Hopefully,
Uh,
there's no more tea to spill this year. But that's just me.
oh, and you know what? Small, like little drop of tea that had happened. Did you hear about what was it? Kanye West and Jeffree Star?
Yeah, I don't know if that was true or not, but
Nah, it was just a random thing that got popular on TikTok, and then the memes came in, and oh goodness. And he even addressed it like so nonchalantly, and just like said, "Nope, what the heck."
Kanye or Jeffrey?
Jeffrey.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I don't
Kanye
know if
has
Kanye's a
responded to it.
TikTok dude. But yeah, I do vaguely because I'm not really into the TikTok scene, but yeah. Uh, Jeez, that was a weird,
I
funny
really
thing.
like the skits on
Yeah.
TikTok. Ooh, they're fun. The whole dance thing, I lose interest. But oh, the funny skits. The funny skits remind me, it gives me Vine nostalgia, you know?
Hey Lily,
Mm-hmm.
what was that name of that movie you were talking about the other day?
Raya and
Raya?
what is
Raya?
it? Raya and the Last Dragon? Or is it
Maybe.
just Raya and the Dragon?
I
Let me
think it's the
double
last
check.
year.
Last Dragon, yeah, and that's what makes the dragon special. Yeah, Disney made it so special for that character design.
From the studio that brought you Moana and Frozen. But
Yep.
they didn't say Frozen 2, but hey, that's
Yeah,
neither.
just Frozen.
That's Frozen.
Oh, Disney, 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 Disney.
Nice.
And like, people were already like bashing on the dragon's design
Oh, is it more like
cuz
the Chinese tradition style, or how's it look?
that too, the whole whisker things and the fangs cuz this dragon doesn't have whiskers or fangs. Um but a lot of people are complaining that it just looks like Elsa's face but on a dragon. And honestly, it honestly it's like the way her snout just points out is the same way Elsa's nose points out. Plus the whole the eyes, Disney eyes. And
Yeah.
she's blue, so of course. But what really bugs people is when they look at the concept art and it's just way better than what they're going with.
Oh wow, I thought this looked real nice. Let's see what the like. It looked like a real nice movie from what I seen.
Uh
Uh,
yeah. It's just for me, I hope and I believe that the movie is gonna be good. It's just character design wise, I feel like it's another kind of like Frozen issue. That the concept design for Elsa in Frozen, oh, they look so like she looked like an actual ice queen in the concept art for her for Frozen. And then they just went with very pale uh blonde lady, blue eyes, boom, ice queen. Nah, but like in her concept art, she had blue skin. She had like this huge snowflake crown, and she had like a huge outfit just made out of minks, like those little snow animals as a coat. She just looked amazing, and the whole story was just different from what they ended up going with. And I feel like that's kind of happening with Raya, that the concept art looks so much nicer, but they go with like, I think this will look better in toy form so the kiddos can buy it. Um, in the concept design for this dragon, which I don't even know her name, it's just Dragon, I guess. I can't remember if they mentioned it in the trailer. But in
I
the
seen.
concept art, um she has whiskers. She has whiskers. She has teeth, like the sharp teeth sticking out, I think. And she's got like these fins that go around her body and throughout her tail. And she just and that looks much more similar to like um the dragons depicted in Chinese culture, the whiskers and the fangs especially.
Mm-hmm.
But in that design, I feel like maybe, fingers crossed, that design does show up in the movie itself. Because in the trailer, she says that she's not the best of the best dragons. So like maybe it's like this It's a situation. It's like this is not even my final form.
Oh, I see.
So maybe, hopefully, she evolves into that super nice looking dragon we see in the concept art.
Well, I look forward to see what happens with Raya and the
The
last dragon.
human design though, real quick, I really like her.
Oh yeah, I do too.
The hair especially. But yeah, I feel like it'll be a good movie, especially because it also mentions like different societies.
We live in a society, Lily.
Yeah, they all live in different societies though, which I'm assuming there was like a rivalry or an issue going on, perhaps a war.
Hmm.
Point is, they're all fighting for the last dragon, which is this lovely Elsa face on dragon looking thing.
Elsa?
She is cute though.
Yeah. She and uh for the little kiddos at home, I want to close your ears. I found out that the artists they already got busy.
I knew it. You know what? I was literally gonna make a joke about, Rule 34 already likes her. I was gonna say, Rule 34 thinks she's cute too.
Yeah. That's I just because I was looking up part for this movie so I could
Uh-huh.
see. I'm like, oh, so that's what we're doing now.
Oh, and you know what? It's gonna be another Mulan situation, isn't it? Where you have to buy or like early access or whatever.
I don't know. They might just put it on Disney
Or
Plus.
in theaters. What is this? If theaters are opening up. Yeah,
I'm
it
not
says
sure.
in theaters or order it on Disney Plus. Interesting. March 5th.
So maybe they'll have in a theater in Mulan thing where you pay like 35 or 20 to watch the movie at home. And for certain family sizes, that's a good deal. Others, that's a ripoff. But
And
you can just wait. Eventually, they'll put it on there.
I'm kind of interested now that I'm thinking about it that it's a blue dragon because this is going off of Chinese culture, right? Because whenever
Uh,
I think Chinese dragon, I think red and gold.
hmm,
But I know nothing of that
yeah.
of the culture side of it. Like
I'm not.
maybe it just became like a thing that I think of red and gold because of, depictions in American media talking about Chinese culture.
Yeah.
But maybe they do have their own stories of I don't know, blue dragons. Maybe it shows some type of importance. Or maybe the color doesn't matter and it shows design. Yeah, Chinese dragon I just think red and gold, but they went with blue and white and pink.
I don't know. It looks more like a sea serpenty for me, or like a woodland kind of dragon, almost unicorn-like in nature. But now we talk about the movie you talked to me about a couple days ago. Let's get into this movie that I am hyped for, Lily.
Oh, I know what it is.
It has been so many years since the last
Mhm.
time they have fought in the cinema. We have Godzilla versus Kong, and they said that there's gonna be a winner in this movie.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. I thought
One must fall, Lily.
the ones that actually gonna die.
The king of the monsters and Kong.
If Kong somehow wins, people are gonna be so mad.
I don't know, Lily, because like you see all these memes, bro. Return to Monkey, Lily. He's
Go
got
back. I want
nothing on Monkey
Monkey.
Brain.
I've been loving the memes though. I will say that. I'm not
I
familiar
just
with the
hope.
Godzilla or Kong franchises, but all I know is that the memes already created from this movie are amazing.
Bro, they created so many memes out of like this 30-second clip that we got. I mean, Lily, The King Kong versus Godzilla. The last time they fought was in a Toei film or Toho Studios, I think, in 1962 in Japan.
You said that's the last time?
Last time they ever fought was in a 1962 film. King Kong versus Godzilla.
And who won? No one won?
King Kong actually won that fight, and this Kong was a little bit. He had like these electric magnet powers to
Oh,
him,
of course.
and and they increased his size, and I think they made Godzilla a little shorter than
Mm,
like canonically he is.
he got nerfed.
He got nerfed, Kong got buff, and they
Yep.
both fought, and Kong eventually won, um, scaring Godzilla away. But Godzilla didn't die, but he just ran away
Yeah.
with his tail
Sinking back
between his
into the
legs.
water.
But Legendary Studios got the rights to publish Godzilla movies from Toho Studios, and we're gonna see the rematch of the century, Lily. And
You know what? I'm okay if they have like a good close fight, but Godzilla has to win.
uh,
It would be
Lily-
such a meme if Kong wins.
uh, Lizard go burr,
Yeah,
monkey.
man. It's because Godzilla has to win.
He's
I feel like it's like a Superman versus Batman situation. Like Superman has to win. Batman doesn't have any powers. Um,
Oh, and then here's a
King Kong
picture of
doesn't have any powers, right? He's just big monkey with super strength. Cause he's a big monkey.
he's got he's stronger than the average ape, and he's pretty smart too. In his own movie, he used a helicopter as an axe,
Ooh,
and
interesante. You know, the only King Kong movie I watched was the one with Jack Black in it.
oh yeah, the 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh, I like it, but this this Kong is a lot bigger than that one. I think they're like 100 meters, which is crazy. That's taller than colossal Titan height. That's
Oh
huge.
no.
I know you don't watch
I
the
hate
series.
it. I'm gonna get attacked, but oh no. That was not the anime for me.
It's okay. We'll just bully you online. That's
No.
okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
into war, I'm sorry.
Forward to this. I have HBO Max, so fortunately I won't be going to the movie theaters this year. As you know, the vaccines are not really that available,
Mhm.
and I think a lot of them are gonna go to older folks and first relief people
Yeah, yeah.
before
We
or
youngsters.
we youngsters get the vaccine. So I will be watching the movie from the safety of my home, and I hope it's great.
I hope there's a way to stream together with like friends to watch that because I know they have it for Netflix. Well, in a way by using a certain app on the computer, and I know on Disney Plus it has it built in, but I'm not sure for HBO Max if they also do it as well.
But
Cause I feel like that's the type of movie I would enjoy with friends.
we could see if we could watch that possibly legally, Lily, where
Yeah,
kind of
legally, of course, legally.
as a group we'll figure it out. I'll give you some more details on that outside of this podcast. You ain't trying to get the Bugs Bunny cops on me.
Oh no.
What's that? You trying to pirate Space Jam 2? Oh.
Ah, Space Jam 2, no! Oh no.
I'm not gonna talk much into that because literally we got like even less like 5 seconds. We got,
Yeah, it was just a tiny little thing, but
it's not Jordan, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
yeah.
I kind of want him to like make a cameo in it. Not gonna lie,
That'd
that'd be cool.
be yeah. Cause they did that in the first one with like other players, right? I'm not a sports fan either.
Yeah. So those are some future movies. Speaking of future, Lily. So, well, what are you looking forward to this year, 2021?
I am looking forward to hopefully, and I don't even care if it's like at the end of the year. I just want it to be this year. I just want to walk out and not have to wear a mask. And it's not even because like, oh, I can't breathe or anything like that. Like that's not the thing that bothers me. It's more than just the mask. It's just being able to go back to the way things were. Not have to wear a mask, the whole 6 feet apart, just
Oh
going
no,
out to restaurants, the zoo, aquariums, things like that.
you mean I won't have an excuse anymore for staying
Ah,
in?
no, Dan. No excuses. No Johns.
I'm trying to buy stocks this year. I'm
Ooh,
setting up accounts, and
businessman.
yes, business. I'm not gonna go into what I'm trying to buy stocks into because you never know. Some people might listen and cuck me.
Yeah.
Oh, stock
Oh
market.
no.
So we're gonna keep our financial big brain five head plays to ourselves.
All
Sorry,
right. Stonks.
I got the Daisy May hookup. So
Ah yeah. I would love to get stonk advice from her.
and I'm also just a lot of more adult things. Like I'm trying to set up for a credit card so I can build up my credit, do that, and possibly buy a car that doesn't have like 100,000 miles on it.
I just got a car recently. It doesn't have a lot of miles either, cause the lady that had it, she literally just used it to like go to the store and go back home, store, go back home, and that's not even daily. That's like maybe not even weekly, like every 2 weeks, depending on how much you're buying for groceries.
I don't know if you noticed, Lily, 'cause I showed other people my feeds, but I've been gone down the rabbit hole, Lily.
Hmm.
I watch a whole bunch of VTuber content.
VTuber?
VTubers, Lily. V.
Interesting. I've heard and I've seen some memes about VTubers thanks to PewDiePie. But I haven't actually watched VTubers.
Will suffer my curse, Lily, someday. I'll show you. I'll show you the works.
Maybe
And
there's a VTuber out there that I'll enjoy watching.
yeah,
If they have like a pretty cool character design as like the thing that's representing them, I
yeah,
might watch it. But if it's like, basic lolly looking anime girl, meh.
yeah. I don't know. Off air, I'll probably show you some stuff. I'll show you. But yeah, a lot of YouTube, not just VTubers in general, but just YouTube content. I could,
Anything online that's accessible that easy.
yeah, and then like with all this online stuff, nobody wants to go back to the TV, having to turn it on and sit through the commercials just so you can watch.
Just get like a huge monitor and
Mhm.
connect it to like SmartCast even in your
Mhm.
phone. But
Or
yeah.
Roku sticks and all that. And especially since I pay for a lot of streaming services. I have HBO Max. I got Netflix. I have Prime Video. All this content, just not enough time to watch it all.
Yeah. Right
Yeah.
now I only have Netflix and Disney Plus for now. Yeah. I
Oh,
did have Hulu because I really wanted to watch Animaniacs. Amazing, by the way. But after I watched Animaniacs like 3 times, 5 times each episode, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
yeah.
Cause now, cause, and the only other thing I would watch on Hulu was Rango. But hey, Netflix now has Rango, so I've been watching that again.
Oh, speaking of which, do you know who plays the lizard?
Johnny Depp.
You know what happened to Johnny Depp? It looks
Uh,
like
no.
no,
I
no. This
thought,
is this is a little good story.
yeah,
Looks like
it's.
Disney.
Go
They
on.
no, this is a little happier story. Disney let Johnny Depp back into the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Yeah,
Come
because
back.
of the stupid stuff that was happening.
But Amber Heard, which we're not gonna go into detail.
Point
And
is, Johnny Depp didn't deserve what had happened, and I'm so happy he's staying as a character he's so well known for. Like he is Captain Jack Sparrow. I can't imagine anyone else even being a similar type of character as the way he portrays Captain Jack Sparrow.
and
It just wouldn't feel right.
Warner Bros. But man, I wish he could stay as Grindelwald because I like his Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts movies. I don't know if you've seen them, but
Yeah,
he's pretty
all that
cool.
Harry Potter stuff, I've watched none of it. Yep, I'm an uncultured swine.
Uncultured.
And
Attack on
on,
Titan and
you know
Harry
what's
Potter.
you know what's the worst part? I get it confused with like quotes from Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Like the "You shall not pass." I still don't know if it's Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings.
that's Lord of the Rings. And
Ah, okay. See?
so, anybody listening, applications for
No.
movie stars?
Maybe. How many movies are there? Okay, I know Voldemort is Harry Potter. Do I get a pass?
Oh, you lose the pass.
Ah. But yeah, that especially the um that was literally the only one that would trip me up. The "You shall not pass." I didn't know if it was Lord of the Rings or or Harry Potter. What was the wizard's name? Dumbledore? No, no, Dumbledore is the one from Harry Potter, right?
Yeah, Lily,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
just
so
skip talking
sorry.
before
I'm
I cringe.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm an uncultured swine. I've never watched any of the movies, never read any of the books. I
Yeah,
didn't know Dumbledore was gay. Thanks, J.K. Rowling.
she make anyone gay. It's her books. She
Hey man,
does.
she says,
Hermione is okay with that.
I think she said Hermione was black. Was that one of her quotes? Yeah, out of curiosity, I'm gonna search her up on Twitter. J.K. Rowling.
Well, Lily, before we wrap up, I think there's this one. There's something I gotta lay off my chest, Lily, with this.
Uh-huh.
Not with the Harry Potter thing. That's fine.
Oh.
But PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. No one can get a freaking console. And
Yep.
you except eBay where they selling them for
Yeah,
$2,000.
at a ridiculous price.
Jeez. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I thought March we might get consoles in stores, but now I'm hearing April. Some are saying July, September. I don't know, but geez, I've just been wanting the PlayStation so I could play Miles Morales, but
Oh.
now it looks like I won't get one until God of War comes out.
Mm. Hey, in all honesty, why don't you just get a PC? Okay, there's certain games that are only gonna be available for the PS5. Is that true?
Yeah, I literally told you I want to play
Yeah,
Miles
yeah,
Morales.
Miles
They dropped
Morales,
the
that's
Spider-Man.
only.
Kept the
Yes, I
Spider-Man on the.
know.
I already have a PC, Lily. You're trying to get
Okay,
the
well,
five Sony exclusives because that's all I care about, really. Like I know like Xbox got a couple games, but a lot of the games I'm not really interested in, like the Halo Infinite. I'm a little interested in that, but I'm pretty sure I could just download that or the Microsoft Store on my computer. It'll look better up there. But our God of Wars, our Last of Us, which I don't know why I said that. I don't like that game.
Oh,
And our Spider-Mans.
PlayStation.
Yeah, our PlayStation exclusives, Lily. Demon Souls, I'm looking forward to playing, but I just gotta wait. And there's rumors of a new Metal Gear uh, uh, remake of I think, first or second game, hopefully, and Persona 6, possibly. But yeah, I just want the PlayStation. I need the PlayStation, but I'm not gonna spend, you know,
All that
stimulus check
money.
on that.
Yeah. And did they explain why it's so difficult to get one? Is it just because other people are buying them so they can sell it at a higher price?
Okay, Lily.
Oh, here we
Well,
go.
so, there's a little thing called COVID-19
Yep.
infections
Yep. Okay.
everywhere. A
I
lot of
understand.
factories are in China, and there's like a lot of,
Ah,
especially now, the health epidemic. A lot of parts are not in large quantities as they need them to be. And so
see,
it's
now
a
the
first come
pieces are
first sell
clicking
for some of
together in my
these
brain.
PC chips, and a lot of phones are getting them. They're slowly getting them for the consoles, but it's going to take a while. And even as they get them, a lot of their websites that you're selling them through, because there's not enough, or I don't know if it's just not enough, or if they just it's a real risky to like have people like sell all through the retail stores, but their websites, they're all like last generation, kind of garbage in how they have their security. And so all these bots, they keep buying every single PlayStation, Xbox in existence, and even more. They overbuy. So yeah, that's
Yeah. Oh
just what
yeah.
we're dealing.
It's all coming together.
But it's fine. I don't need it right now. There's a whole bunch of stuff
I
I'm
don't
doing.
need it. I
I
don't
don't need.
need it. I definitely don't need it.
I have a whole bunch of streams set up. Like, I know later in the year I'm gonna be playing Persona 5, and that game, 100 plus hours. You know,
Ooh.
Persona 5 and Xenoblade Chronicles are a couple of games I'm gonna be playing next couple months on stream, and those games I know take a whole bunch of hours. And I still gotta catch up on One Piece, so there's a lot on my plate. So I don't really care right now about the PlayStation, but I hope I get it before the end of the year. That's all.
Man, I'm so happy that I've been a Nintendo fan. Had I
Okay.
been a fan of like Xbox games or other console games, oof, that's gonna hurt a wallet. I mean, not that Nintendo doesn't hurt, but I feel like not as much, especially with like Xbox Live, the
Hmm.
subscription for it way more compared to the new Nintendo online services.
All right. So, Lily, any last closing remarks for the folks at home before we close down this episode?
Keep staying safe, keep wearing thy mask because we want to go out finally to restaurants and stuff. I just want things to go back to the way they were. But that can't happen if, people just don't get together and agree on this one thing.
All right. Let's hope 2021 is at least half better than what last year was.
I
Even
hope it's like a Shrek 2 situation where the sequel is way better than than the first one.
let's have 2021 be like Shrek 2 and not like Shrek 3.
Wait,
And
what Shrek 3? Didn't
uh
happen.
oh yeah. And best of luck to everyone out there. Keep safe and look forward to Spider-Man 3. It's going to be hot comes out. I'll see y'all boys later. This has been the NPC Podcast. Good night.
Bye.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. You listening to this right now. Thanks for listening to our podcast. There might be a little delay in when this comes out because, oh man, this whole week has been crazy with all the snow and stuff in Texas. But hopefully, I'll get this out in a timely manner and you'll enjoy this if you do. And if not, just leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. And thank you once again for listening to the NPC Podcast. Bye.